Hey besties, I'm back with another Trisha Paytas video. So Trisha did this live. Lately she's been doing a lot of lives. Have you noticed? Like every day. I was gonna say every other day, but literally every day she has a new live out. That's all the content she makes. And what she does is it's a live stream, right? And she goes live on TikTok, she goes live on YouTube, and I think those are the two platforms. But like she's making content for both and getting paid off both at the same time. It's really interesting. But anyway, she made a live, one of her lives, like I think a day ago, she did this live where she was saying she felt like she was almost arrested. And that's what we're going to be getting into today. In this video, Trisha was talking about how she was very worried about being arrested or talked to by the authorities while she was in Dubai. By the way, Trisha recently got married, if you didn't know. She got married in December of 2021. She actually got married twice. She had a wedding in LA and she had another one in Hawaii. And she said she wanted a third one, but she's already in debt from like the first two weddings. So she did this one live stream where she was comparing the cost of the local wedding and the destination wedding, and she said she's in debt because of her wedding. So I don't know if she's gonna end up doing the third one, but
go back when you skip the LA wedding. Yeah, because it put us in some debt, I'm not gonna lie. And we were kind of stuck because we got budgets like all within a couple of weeks before the wedding, so we were kind of stuck. It's a whole thing. I'm trying to like let the past be the past. Like it is what it is. But yeah, honestly, yes, I do. But the experience is great. The videos and memories are great. So it's like the financial part hurt though. So yeah.
Plus, like, she already had her honeymoon. Like, you can't get married again if you already went on the honeymoon, right? Would you have like another honeymoon? I don't know. But anyway, the part where she said she was arrested was she was not arrested. She felt like she was worried about being arrested was because her and Moses went to their honeymoon in the Maldives. But while you're going to the Maldives, apparently you have to stop over in Dubai. At some point during her honeymoon, she was in Dubai, right? And if you don't know, Dubai is like a conservative Muslim city, right? And you can't you're not allowed to make explicit content. And if you don't know, Trisha does explicit content. She has an OF account. Apparently, there were groups of people on Twitter who were taking her old previous work on OF and tweeting it out. And acting like she was currently making that kind of explicit content while she was in Dubai, which if you don't know, that is illegal. I don't know what the punishment would be, whether it would be like a fine or being arrested for it. But they were tweeting it out and acting like she was making that kind of content while she was in Dubai. And she was worried that she would be arrested for this.
It really kind of sucked, that part. It kind of made me like nervous and like, you know, like hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have gone to a Muslim country because they are so conservative and they have their obviously beliefs, and I like wouldn't want to disrespect them. But even by just existing and doing what I've done in the past or whatever, or doing currently as my job in the US, like could be disrespectful to them. Didn't do any of that there. No, nothing. But people were trying to like really, and it's scary that people really go that far to try and like hurt you. Like that could have been like serious, you know, and like we made it out fine. And we like traveled home fine, but it was still really scary. And I think, like I said, like I didn't even put the two and together. That's like where Gigi was detained in Dubai. It's just like, you know, different countries have their own rules and they're, you know, like that's one thing I love about, can you say hi, Evan? Hi, Evan. That's one thing I really love about the United States. Like, you know, you really do have a lot of freedom.
So when Trisha got back from her honeymoon, she was making all these videos about like her wedding and her honeymoon and everything. And this video that she dropped today, there was a clip that people are posting about on Twitter, and they're calling her ungrateful for saying what she said. But if you don't know, Trisha went on a first class Emirates flight to the Maldives, right? And this ticket was $21,000 just for her ticket. And then Moses went first class as well. So for his ticket, that would be $21,000 again. So that's 42, if I'm doing the math correctly, $42,000, right? I would hope that's both ways, but even that is ridiculous. That's like more than the average adult makes in the United States just on their flights. But anyway, she said that it wasn't that enjoyable, apparently, and she wouldn't do it again. And people are calling her ungrateful for this. Listen to the clip.
So was it beautiful? Yes. Was everyone over there nice? Yes. Would I do it again? If I had to say right now, no. it was just, I'm glad, I'm thankful for the experience because it was always my bucket list. I'm so happy. I loved the first class. I loved everything. But even flying back in first class, I was just like, I'm so sick. I'm so tired. Like, I'm so claustrophobic. So grateful, thankful. But how about you? What do you think? Thoughts on the Maldives?
It's just a long travel there, but I think if it's part of a different, like a bigger trip, you know, when you're like going places and stopping along the way and adjusting slowly. But if it's a flipped time, like, because it was completely the opposite,
Yeah.
you have to take that in account to adjust. Like, it's gonna take a couple of days to adjust, and then if you're going for 5 days, then that's like half of your trip. Or so yeah, so either you go for a longer time, but then wouldn't want to be there for longer. Like, it was the right amount of time.
It was the right amount of time. Yeah, we were.
On one hand, I'm like, this is okay. This is like, she's spending her money. This is her experience. This is her truth. And she's just sharing it, you know? We don't know, we weren't in her shoes, you know? And people are just like looking for things to get mad at her for. And they're just nitpicking little things to be mad over. But on the other hand, I'm like, how do you spend that much money? She said she spent $50,000 a night. In a 5-night hotel, right? And she spent $42,000. Her and Moses spent $42,000 at least on the tickets, right? And how do you spend that much money and you're not satisfied? Like, is nothing enough? I can't comprehend it. I don't think Trisha understands how the average person views money. I know back in the day she used to be poor, but like at this point I feel like she's so out of touch with the regular person and her spending habits. And I don't think there's a YouTuber who shows, like, YouTubers, like people who have money spend money a lot, right? But they don't film it and they don't put it in the faces of their audience as much as Trisha does. Trisha is like, she spends money like it's literally nothing. So I have a hard time, like regular people have a hard time comprehending how much money she spends. And for you to spend that much money and at the end just be like, nah, it wasn't that good. I wouldn't do it again. I don't understand it, you know? I think Trisha might have the least amount of respect for money of anyone I've ever met or seen on YouTube or anywhere, because she spends money like it's nothing. And I understand that wealthy people have money and like they want to spend it, which like enjoy, that's your money, right? But like don't put it in the faces of your audience who don't have any, you know? Regular people who are living paycheck to paycheck. You're like putting it in their faces and spending what they're working their whole lives away to get like it's nothing. People who make a fraction of the amount of money you make. You know, I cannot feel bad that you're in debt for your weddings. I am bewildered by like how little she respects money. And it's your money, do whatever you want with it, but like don't put it in the face, don't flex it all the time on YouTube and put it in the faces of people who don't have any. You know, that would be like me like going to a homeless shelter with like a lot of food and eating it in people's faces. You know, it's not cute. But yeah, you guys tell me what you think about this video. Leave it in the comments, please, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Peace out, babies.